right? And I think grit is something that is missing in this market. I served in Kano. Then after service, service here, you were a teacher teaching some kids that could never learn math. And, you tried your best and then you came home. And then you came home and there was no job. Nowadays people can apply online, right? Which is super great. Then there was no online application. And I thought to myself that, what can I do to make it? All I needed then was, I wanted a job where I was going to wear tie and, suits. Because that was the only thing in my mind. I was half stupid then. So, me and my friend went to Unilag to go photocopy our CV. And when we went there, he was like, okay, we should do 200 copies of our CV. I said to him that, no, let's do 5,000 copies. I was like, why? And I said to him that, because our odds is like 1 in 500. If not 1 in 1,000. So I would rather have 5 odds than have 1 odd, right? So he talked me out of it, but we ended up printing 2,500 copies of our CV. It was a lot. It was a lot. My friend's name is Olumide. So me and Olumide, we wake up in the morning and we're giving out our CV like it was a flyer, right? We were giving out our CV. We'll do that from 8 a.m. till 12 noon, company, security, everybody that we could give our CVs to. And then we'll now go try to sell door handles and fire alarms so that we can make money for fuel for the next day. And then we both got a job almost at the same time. I got a job at EcoBank, he got into GTB Bank. And people then ask and be like, oh no, it's because you know someone, your parents know someone. I'm like, dude, my parents are dead. And Olumide, I know the story too. We hustled. We had a friend then, when we told him that I wanted to go do it, he was like, no, my uncle was going to help him. He was the last to get a job. He got a job 2 years after us, right? And I think grit is something that is missing in this market, where people just don't show grit. People use money to buy data to come online to come and beg for money. Have you thought about that? Like, you buy data, you come online, then you come to beg. Like, I'm like, and when you ask them what the quantum of their problem is, it's 5,000 naira. But you just bought 1,000 naira credit, right? I think that grit is missing from this market, and I think that there's no way to give anybody grit, right? You can't give it, you can't teach it. Grit is something that you either have it or you don't have it. One of my friends used to call it the yeast, the yeast that people just carry. And for everybody listening to me right now that has some form of yeast, I tell you, just don't give up. Just don't. Just don't. Don't. Don't let the knuckleheads tell you that you can't make it. Because in this market, you are few and far in between. Therefore, you will make it. It's not probability. Somebody once told me that, Bayo, you're too smart to be poor. You are probably too smart also to be poor. So you will make it. Okay?